Hey yo, it's your boy Johny Invest. Welcome to an all-new Invest podcast. Make sure you smack that subscribe button. Subscribe to Invest Universal. Get notified every time we drop dope, banging content. Done with the prep season, so we'll be back to back banging Invest podcast. Man, your boy got fire energy today. Just got done with peak week. If you guys don't know, that's like the last stretch of like your contest prep diet, your last week where you're manipulating your carbohydrates, you're playing around with your water and your sodium and stuff like that. It's pretty much like a hell week. You feel like crap pretty much most of the week. You feel hungry, and all that while you're still, trying to dry out and cut water to try to come in your contest as lean as possible in regards to bodybuilding. So like, I've been wanting to do a podcast just to kind of like talk about like the journey and like the work and the summer I had and how the bodybuilding journey is so much different than just gym and just working out. How it's a different ball game and how I'm actually learning this ball game and actually being humbled by this ball game. So first and foremost, I've been around the gym for a while. Decided a while ago when things got really right in my life, well, I guess somewhat right in my life, it's never fully right, that I wanted to try to take a stab at competing, definitely go on stage and things of that nature. Didn't really know what it was really all about. Heard about it, was told I should do it. And I was like kind of afraid of it at the same time. And at the same time, I knew, certain things in my life weren't quite right to allow to give me the 12 to 16 weeks to be able to concentrate for something like this, because it's a lot more than just the working out and stuff. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit later for those that are listening or those that are watching that have never been able to do contests. But I can say I'm satisfied to have a season over, getting ready to go into the holidays. But I could say, man, it was a test of will to see, what I'm made of. And it's kind of hard to explain that to certain individuals who don't compete to understand like that feeling of accomplishment, let alone like winning or not, just the fact that you're able to make it to the end, the fact that you're able to accomplish it, the fact that you're able to step on stage, knowing how difficult and how hard and how brutal and sometimes like kind of the journey is a little bit lonely. And then at the same time, people will ask you, then why do you do it? Well, those of you that compete or have competed, you guys know it's like a fire and something like burning. And we want to see like, how far can we push ourselves, mentally? How hard it is. Can we be able to go? So, I'll start with that saying, I did compete, this weekend in a show. This is like my third show. I would say my first one, I had no idea what I was doing. Like I didn't have a coach, like zero idea what I was doing whatsoever. I wanted to just get out there and do that one, get my feet wet, see if I even had the stomach to compete before I went ahead and went out and got a coach. And I would say I really went ahead and got with a coach somewhere between like the last 5 weeks of me doing my second show. I would probably say my second show, I wish I probably would have waited and not did that one and just did this other one I had just did. But, like I said, I wanted to get out there, just gain the experience and learn more. My second time I went out there, I learned a lot more. Still had work to do. My third time, I learned a lot. But it was a lot of shows back to back, so I'm still kind of new at it because I really just started doing shows in June. I really kind of learned how to pose in June. So if you look at it, July, August, September, October, 5 months. So realizing it's a bit different ball game than just like working out. The poses are like so much. You got to hit those spot on. You got to learn a lot about your body. You got to learn a lot about muscle control, and really humbled and seeing individuals out there that had been, competing for years, and the way they moved and the way they were able to glide and just trying to just really, being in all of that and realizing I'm going to continue to level up and I'm going to continue myself to step, my game up. One thing about my brand, Invest Apparel, it's about like investing in yourself. It's about betterment. So one thing I can say for myself is my first show, my second show, I looked better. My third show, I looked better. And We don't have another show like on the calendar right now, though we plan to do a show next year. We haven't went out there and marked it. My goal is to be ready to compete in July down at the Governor's Cup or at the Santa Cruz Championship in Santa Cruz in August of next year. That's the goal. We'll see where we are. We're looking to make improvements on our body parts, get better. We're looking to add in some good quality muscle. Not looking to just bulk up too fast. We don't want to get like sloppy fat, but we want to add some good, solid muscle mass to our frame. I actually took a little bit of time off the gym. Probably take about a week and a half off. Just rest the mind because we've been grinding, man. We've been going through it since I've been stepping on stage. Each medal, man, it's something I'm gonna cherish forever because you look at it and you look at the year you won it. You look at, hey, all right, where you placed, or maybe where you wanted to place, or not where you wanted to place, but it's still a testament to like your journey, to all the competitors that like you put work in. You got this because you were willing to put the work in. You got this because you were willing to go through that journey, that 12 to 16 week gauntlet of, blood, sweat, tears, just isolation, living on an island and just doing something that majority of people will never be able to do. So with me, I'm such a competitor. So it's in my mind. I'm like, man, I didn't get the result I wanted to get, but I'm like, hey, we got time. 2024, we're going to come back a lot better. We're going to just work our tail off and just come in so much improved. I'm hungrier than ever, just driven more than ever. But at the same time, I got to take the opportunity to kind of soak in the moment. Understand that some people like us that do these things are looked at as role models, are looked at as heroes to some people. Because like I said, some people like wish they could go out there and do this. People told me, said, man, I wish I had the guts to go out there and step on a stage, post to music. How do you guys do that? And I'll tell you, my first time, my second time, super scared. My third time still. I mean, it's gotten a lot easier, but yeah, for sure. But after it was it was something, man. That's got that dog in me. I'm just like, we're gonna get out there and it's gonna get it. But at the same time, I gotta live in the moment. I gotta appreciate the moment. We're always trying to move to the next thing, get to the next level, to the next step. But I'm not content in the moment. But I gotta live in it. I gotta appreciate, still what I was able to do in a short amount of time. I gotta realize that, for doing this, I made myself proud. I made my family proud. I made my friends proud. People that know me. I rep the brand. I rep the Invest Apparel. I'm the CEO of the brand. I promote work ethic, discipline, and consistency. So me being the owner of Invest Apparel, me going out there and showing the work ethic, me going out there and showing the discipline, me going out there and showing the consistency shows that like I'm not out here just talking. I'm out here just running my mouth. I'm a guy that's out there just walking it like I talk it, man. All about betterment. Invest Apparel, guaranteed interest. So, we got a couple of these now. It's just, a testament to just a journey, man. That's all. It's just a journey. It's just a guy that won't quit. Someone that just like believes in yourself, man. Just keep going, keep grinding. Hopefully I can motivate and inspire others to go out there and chase their goals and chase their dreams. This is one of my goals. This is one of my dreams. My goal, my dream, is to eventually go out there and win a whole show. But I know it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna be really, really hard. I believe we got good coaching, and I'm ready to do what I got to do in the off season. To make those changes, but still enjoy this. Appreciate what we were able to do. Just in the 5 months of getting into doing this, the whole process. The only thing I did before was I did work out. I did eat decent, but like I said, I didn't know how to pose. Nothing about posing. It's nothing about stage presence or anything like that. But I'm loving the process. I can tell you, out of everything I've done in my life, like the different jobs I've worked at, 12-hour days at some point in time at a place I was at, 6-7 days a week at place I was at before. I've done that before. This was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. This is the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life because it requires you to be so locked in. It requires you to be so dialed in. You got to be on point. And now what I tell people about these, about competition, about bodybuilding, in regular life, not everybody shows up every day. and everybody shows up with their game face, and everybody shows up disciplined every day, and everybody works hard every day. But when you compete in bodybuilding competitions, especially the ones I've been to, I know about y'all, everybody is coming with their A game. Everybody's on point. Everybody's been eating right, been training crazy, dieting the 12 to 16 weeks, just cut up, dialed in, war face on, ready to go. So, I mean, you're working hard too to win, and so are they. So, I had told somebody at one point in time, if you're not willing to not win, you shouldn't do it, because you might not. It's no guarantee, because the next guy, the next girl, they're coming too. They want to win. They're putting in work too. They're working hard. Everybody's coming for it. Everybody's coming for it. And if you don't win, you can't cry about it. You got to get back to the drawing board. You got to work harder. But I can tell you guys from doing this, I really love and I appreciate the journey. But somebody had asked me at one point in time, was it easier doing shows? You think it's harder with a family, or do you think it's harder being single? I would probably say it really just depends on your situation. It depends on the type of spouse you have. Depends on the type of kids you have. It probably depends on everything, like what you do for work, like who your friends are. Like a lot of things can play a role in, are you able to go out there and do a contest prep, or are you able to go out there and accomplish your goals all together? You have to have like the right kind of ingredients to be able to set you up for success, to be able to do that, or it's going to be really hard for you. So in the terms of it being single, it could be easier for someone maybe that's possibly single, because you have less variables. You have less things to worry about. When you're married, it is a little harder, because you have to make sure you're on point and you're communicating with your spouse, and your spouse understands exactly what it is that you're going through, exactly what you're trying to do, why you're trying to do it. And your kids have to be able to understand it as well. So for me, when I first met my wife, I worked out, but I wasn't involved in bodybuilding shows. So I've been with my wife for years, but I just started doing competitions like 5 months ago, like recently doing shows. So she didn't know this, John. So for her, this past first year, it's been a little bit rough, because, she had to deal with me not being there as much. I mean, I'm there, but it's like I'm so focused on the contest, so focused on the prep, I wasn't there as much, so I definitely owe her a lot, sticking with me and stuff like that. It's going to be a good holiday. I promise you that. But I look at ways I can get better. So I look at, how do I get better for next season, to do better next season? What are the things that I need? And one of the things I feel for me that I need is to make sure I'm communicating ahead of time, and my coach is communicating with my family, my wife, my kids, about really the journey I'm trying to go on. What we're trying to achieve here. What could possibly be at stake here for myself, the brand, and things of that nature, because the brand can go as far, honestly, as far as I can go with this. This could definitely help the brand. And understand that, when I do go into a 12-week camp, things are going to be a little bit different. There are going to be times when I'm going to be a little bit more quieter, because I tend to get quiet during contest prep. I'm not like yelling or screaming or grouchy. I mean, I am a little irritable, but I'm just very quiet, because I don't want to, get upset at my family about little things. So I'm just kind of like locked in, dialed in. So, they have to make sure this time they understand more about, what goes into that, and just making sure that, they're on board and they're able to give me the full support that I need, like I would give to them, because I feel like with their full understanding of it and the communication being there, because I'm big on every aspect of my life, like in my professional life, in my personal life with my kids. I'm really big on communication. I'm really big on, okay, let's get an understanding of what's going on. Okay, instead of getting all crazy and yelling and screaming, let's talk it out. Let's figure it out. Let's work it out. That's what Johny Invest is really about. So again, I'm looking at ways going into 2024 to make my prep better, to make my prep easier. That way I have the systems in place to be even more successful. But attest to anybody who's considering going on this journey of prepping. Just know that it's a great journey. I mean, once you get there and you actually go and that's a goal of yours to get that contest look and go when you step on stage, no matter how you do, whether you win or you don't win, you're going to feel some satisfaction to that because you're able to get through something that's just super duper duper grueling. And I just believe that if people that do like this type of work, man, they're hard to beat in life because like it takes a lot. It takes more than average, because average, we get up, we have to go to work every day. We have to go to work, we have to pay our bills, we have to do that. But the things that are extra, the extracurricular things that people do, like running marathons and all this like crazy Spartan races and stuff like that, and those types of people, they have like a special another like engine inside of them, and those people that do this are extremely disciplined, extremely dedicated. So shout out to all my competitors, my female, male bodybuilders out there. Like definitely shout out to them. But yeah, the contest prep diet is brutal. It's pretty brutal. I know like when you first started, like for me, we were tight. We got a little bit in the beginning as far as like the food, not much, but what I mean to say is as the weeks got on, like every 4 weeks or so, we cut something out. Or we would cut the calories just a little bit. I'd get a little bit more hungry, a little bit more tired, a little bit more irritable. It was just a mental grind. But I stayed focused, always knew what the goal was and what it is that we were looking to do. And knowing that was on my list of things that I wanted to be able to accomplish in my life. And I could tell you for me personally, walking into Thanksgiving coming up next week in my life, I could really say I have a lot of things to be thankful for. Like I really can't say it. I'm at a point in my life where for one of the first times in my life, I could say that I have peace. I'm at peace. And I won't let anything hurt or disrupt my peace. I wake up in the morning just happy, blessed, honestly looking at how do I get better? How do I improve myself as a person, as a father, as a husband? What do I need to do to get better? And that's a gift every day to wake up in a headspace to where you're thinking about, how do I improve myself? How do I get better? How do I help the people around me? How do I motivate? How do I inspire those to be uplifted? How do I inspire those to go after their goals and their dreams? So I'm going to tell you something. There's life. Like I know people that are like alive, like heart beating, all that. But some of them are not living. Right? So just so you guys know, there's a difference between being alive and living. Like for me, and everybody's a little bit different. If you were to tell me, John, you're going to live life to the fullest, you're going to accomplish everything you want to accomplish in your marriage, in your life as a father, like I said, you're going to have a great marriage. You're going to go to the pinnacles of bodybuilding, accomplish a lot of great things. You're going to take all these trips. Your brand's going to just go crazy. You're going to blow up. But you're only going to make it to 65. Or on the other hand, we can give you an extra 15 years. You go to 80. But your relationships are going to blow up. Your bodybuilding, your business, you're not going to accomplish the things you set out to accomplish. We'll give you 15 more years. I'm picking 65 all day because that 65 sounds like that 65-year-old live life. So again, what I mean to say is when I say, are you living alive or are you living? Are you living meaning like, are you trying to accomplish some of the things you set out for yourself? Now, like your goals, they may be big goals. They may be things to where like you're not going to be able to accomplish those in one day. It might take you a year. It might take you 6 years. But are you working on those things? Are you taking the steps in your life to work toward that? And sometimes, like I said before, in order to put yourself on your path to accomplish your goals, you're going to have to clean out your closet, your life's closet of garbage you have in there. Everybody has different types of garbage in their life closet. Everybody's life's closet's different. Some people's life closet could be in the form of bad habits. Some people's life, closet could have toxic people in there, toxic environments. You might do something toxic for a living that you don't enjoy, that makes it hard for you to focus and, work on your goals. It could be the person that sleeps next to you. Could be your spouse. Could be. Just things you have to really think about. You have to think about, okay, these are my goals. These are what I want to do. What am I doing in my life? What's a part of my life right now that would fit that? Does this friend fit? Does that husband fit? Does my wife fit? They fit. Does what I do for a living fit? Does me staying up late at night fit that? Me smoking? Me drinking too much? Decisions. Remember, there's being alive and there's living. And I try to promote Invest Apparel, invest in yourself, live your best life, live life to the fullest. Man, I don't care about people that judge me. The people that judge me, a lot of times they're not my friends. They don't care about me. They're not there for me. A lot of the people that's gonna judge you and a lot of the people that's gonna talk trash about you are the people that are usually on the sidelines and they're not doing much. They got the biggest opinions. But to the people that see you trying to accomplish the things that you set after, people see you on your path, people likewise that see you doing things to fill up your life's glass, that those people are going to be the ones that are going to be like cheering for you. When I hear people say, man, John, I want to start a business. I'm on a spiritual journey. When I hear these types of things, it inspires me. I'm like, man, that's awesome. Let's go. I try to give them that positive energy so they can keep on, or they're motivated to keep on knowing they got my blessing on them. Because like-minded people, we inspire, we motivate, we don't bring down. We want to see people succeed. We want to see them grow. We want that energy. We want that intake. Again, man, it's your boy, Johny Invest. Be looking for the all new episodes of the Invest podcast, back dropping consistently. I'm going to be back with some bangers, some fire guests. Look for the new Invest hoodie drop coming in December. Discipline, work ethic, consistency. This hoodie drop is themed. Is it in you? It's your boy Johny Invest. Make sure you subscribe, share the video, tell a friend. I'm out. Till next time.